Scorpios, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It is time for your weekly reading. I am shuffling these tarot cards very well. If any fall out or turn over, they go back in the deck until I switch up shuffle to allow them to come out of the deck. They're very slippery, so I lose control of them sometimes, like right there. So Scorpios, this is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the middle card in the first part of the reading. It's also a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. You can take from the reading what does resonate, or you can think about a private reading. Just shoot me an email and we can get started on a private reading. So, Scorpios, let's find out what's coming up in your life, what you can expect. For our Scorpios, please, universe. One more shuffle here. Let's shuffle going. Scorpios, here we go. Changing up the shuffle. Scorpios, what do you need to know? Please, there you are right off the bat as a water sign. What do Scorpios need to know, universe? Please give us the cards. Scorpios need. Right back in hand. For Scorpios, please. What do they need to know? Oh, that was it? Yeah, we got quite a few. Okay, Scorpios. I put the cards down in the same order they come out of the deck. The overall energy of this reading is the Eight of Swords. What are you not wanting to deal with? There's truth and clarity all around you that you cannot see. Or don't want to see, because I got the Two of Swords too. Well, that's what we're going to talk about. Okay. So we have quite a few cards left to go towards the second part of your reading. All the cards are male or female, and all the kings and queens are very mature in their thinking. So the overall energy here, Eight of Swords, looky there. Look at all that truth and clarity all around you. You have a blindfold on. You have your fist on your chin when you could be taking off that blindfold and looking at all that truth and clarity. So this is what we're going to talk about. I have the King of Cups up in your highest energy. This is water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And we know you're Scorpio. One of those could be strong in someone else's chart. You might have one of those other signs in your chart. But this is you, your energy, very mature in your thinking. King of Cups has a big cup of love. You have a big cup of love. But you're not handing it out. Now, you're holding it close. So these are the two strongest energies in your reading that we're going to talk about. You just don't see the whole picture, I think. You're not sure whether to hand that cup out yet or not. And it's only because you don't have clarity. I have the Nine of Pentacles next to the King of Cups and right above the Eight of Swords. You're good being single. You're grounded, you're solid, you're stable. You probably have a car, an apartment, you pay your bills, that type of thing. Male or female, you are good on your own. But you do have this huge cup of love burning a hole in your pocket. And I think you would like to hand that cup out. It's not that you have to, but I think you want to share your pentacles. You want to share your life with somebody, your future with somebody. I have the Ace of Swords next to the Nine of Pentacles. Well, there's the swords. There is the swords. The swords are very important. Look at all the clarity swords can bring you, truth and clarity. So, ask the questions if you need to ask questions. Take the blindfold off. Deal with the truth and the clarity around you so that you can move forward. Instead of just hanging on to that cup of love. That's not going to do you any good if there's somebody that you should be handing it to. I have the Queen of Swords under the King of Cups. This is air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius that might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. See the sword again? Yeah, and this is all about speaking your truth and demanding the truth. Truthful, honest, and clear conversations. It's all about self-protection. It's all about figuring out what you want and whether or not you want to hand out that cup of love. So You're going to come out of this energy of the Eight of Swords and start to deal with the big picture, okay? And because you need to decide what you're going to do in moving forward. I have the Three of Pentacles on the other side of the Eight of Swords and under the Ace of Swords. So there's some kind of not seeing eye to eye about how to move forward. Somebody else has a different idea than what maybe you're thinking. You need truth and clarity in order to figure this one out. All right, so it's like three's a crowd, okay? It's like there could be somebody putting a bug in your ear, their ear. There could be could be butting of heads and just not really coming to an understanding of how to move forward. So let me just keep reading this reading. I have the Two of Swords under the Queen of Swords. We have a lot of swords in your reading already. So the Two of Swords, look at the moon. The moon is very enlightening. It's shining light. It's trying to help you find your path forward, but you can't see it because your blindfold is on again here. Your swords are out in self-protection. Your arms are across your heart for self-protection, protecting your heart from it being hurt. Well, your best way forward is to take off the blindfold and take your sword out and ask the questions you need to ask so that you know what direction to go in life to move forward, to be enlightened. The moon is trying to enlighten you. The truth will enlighten you. I have the Judgment card next to the Two of Swords and under the Eight of Swords. You know, this has all been a spiritual lesson for you. The Judgment card, look at your guardian angels and spirit guides are all around you and have been blowing this horn down on you. And you're awakening to a spiritual lesson. This is probably all about taking your sword out, wide-eyed, wide open. That's what they need you to do, and I think you're waking up to that, and I think that's what this first part of the reading is all about. So you've been in this state that's been holding yourself back. Now you'll be able to move forward because spiritual lessons are very difficult in the first place to get through. Once you get through them, you're usually rewarded. Okay? And here, next to the Judgment card, I have the Magician. There's the infinity symbol, the symbol of intuition and knowing. You have all the tools it takes. So don't worry about you and what you have to offer. Just worry about them and what they have to offer to make sure that you can hand out that cup. Maybe you're afraid that they don't think you have what it takes. You know, but you don't know until you ask, right? So what's it going to hurt? Because as it is now, you're not seeing any truth and clarity, and you're not able to hand out your cup of love. So you need to make a change, and that's what this reading is about. You're manifesting. So you learn your spiritual lesson, you're making the change, you're pulling out your sword, you're asking the questions, and you, in the meantime, you are manifesting what it is that you want in your life. You want to move forward, something solid and secure in your life, someone you can hand your cup of love out to. Well, you're now allowed to manifest because you're doing your part in manifestation. You're using your sword. Okay? Let's keep reading. This is for Scorpios. What else do they need to know? Scorpios, what else do you need to know? A couple more cards I need for this reading. There's one, the other one. Okay, Scorpios. So, Nine of Wands, right next to the Ace of Swords. Oh goodness, you know, you haven't been, you've had all these swords of truth and clarity around you. You haven't been dealing with it. You will be though, okay? And that has caused a big burden for you. You want a fresh start. You want a new beginning. You want to move forward. But you're just so busy protecting your heart that you haven't taken any chances. It's time to start asking the questions and taking the chances. Communication. I got the Eight of Wands next to the Nine of Wands. Texts, phone calls, emails, communicate, communicate, communicate. This is really going to be helpful for you. This might be out of your nature, so to speak. You might be like a little withdrawn to start conversations that need to be started, but you will find the strength and the courage to do it. I have the Strength card right next to the Eight of Wands. This is the card for Leo. Leo might be strong in someone's chart around this reading, but you will find the strength and courage to communicate, to actually talk about, what it is that you want, how you feel, and what they want, how they feel. That's what's needed. I got the Page of Swords under the Nine of Wands and next to the Three of Pentacles. So go forth with your sword out. You don't have to swing it. It's just for self-protection. But look, the page has their eyes wide open. There's no blindfold on that page. So you will know if you need to swing the sword. You'll know. Don't be afraid. Don't hold back. This is your life we're talking about, okay? I got the Page of Wands right next to the Page of Swords and under the Eight of Wands. There's definitely something that you really want to say. Don't hold back. There's always a diplomatic way of saying things if there's something you need to say, and something is brewing. And it's brewing from the bottom of your feet, and it's going to come out your mouth. And it is about a fresh start and a new beginning. It is about moving forward. I have the Nine of Swords next to the Page of Wands and under the Strength card. You're going to find the strength and courage come out of this mental torture. Of this, the Page of Wands is something that you've been dwelling on that needs to come out, okay? Those Nine of Swords here, all that truth, all that clarity that you've been denying with the Eight of Swords, the Two of Swords, when the truth and clarity comes out, it's like, why didn't I see that? It's like, it's been around me the whole time. Why haven't I dealt with this? The truth might, some of the truth you may not like, but some of it you like. And you just need to know. Everybody needs to know the truth, the clarity. So you've been up in your head about that. And I think for those of you this reading is resonating with, I really think it does, that your personality kind of stifles you a little bit on asking the questions and getting the answers and speaking your truth. That you're a little bit intimidated about doing that, but I do think you're going to find that strength and that courage to do this for you. You want to love. You want to love in your life. And there is somebody, obviously, that you have in mind here. I have the Six of Wands right under the Page of Swords and next to the Magician. So remember I said you're manifesting someone to come in. You're manifesting to hand out that cup of love. Well, once you learn your spiritual lesson, and you're getting right at the end of it, and you start communicating, you start speaking your truth, we have the card for success and love. And all those wands coming up in the background are people celebrating your success and love. That wreath can be engagement. It's a wonderful celebratory card. So you're manifesting this success and love to come about. But it takes action from you, okay? I have the Three of Cups. So this could be with somebody that you have not seen for a while. Because you were so reserved. I just feel like you're kind of a reserved type personality. The Three of Cups, this is a beautiful reunion. There's love on both sides. You have a cup of love you've been holding close. They have a cup of love. And you're going to come back together. You're coming back together. A relationship just can't move forward without this communication and the honesty. I have the Five of Cups next to the Three of Cups and under the Nine of Swords. You have really been up in your head about not speaking your truth. It's been really hard. You're like, how do I say this? How do I, get this across? How do I let them know this? Or whatever it might be. And so, you're very disappointed in love. You got two full cups right above your head. So this is the card they call the Hope in Love. Because you feel so down and out about it, yet there's so much hope there still in love. And it's going to come through a reunion with somebody that I think you have regrets about, that has been in your life that you're still in love with, but have not been able to hand out that cup of love to. So this has all been a spiritual lesson, and in order for a relationship to last the long term, you're going to have to communicate anyway. So I think you're going to shoot them a text or something to get things started. That's what I think. Yep. And that for you takes courage. What's the worst that can happen? Right? What's the worst that can happen? You'll still be standing there with a cup of love and no one to hand it to. That's the worst that could happen. And you're already there. You're already doing that. So take a chance on yourself. Just take a chance. That's what these cards are saying. Speak your truth. Get their truth. Maybe there's something that you heard, something, that you've wondered about that you really need an answer to. Get your answers. Let's find out what message we have from your guardian angels and spirit guides here. What do they have to say about this reading? Right there. That one. This one. Card number 2. It says, go within. So I'm going to read you what they're talking about here. You are a very intuitive, the infinity symbol, person. And there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. So figure this out and then go forth and do what you got, what you know. Got the strength card. You will know what to do. You will. If this is your reading. Okay, you will know what to do. And that is communicate. That is to actually speak your truth and ask for truth. So, Scorpios, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot, and I want to thank Guardian Angels and Spirit Guides for helping me deliver you this message.